On my 18th birthday, my dad's old war buddy shoved a bunch of photos in front of me and told me to pick a fiancé from his daughters. Without thinking twice, I pointed at the oldest one, Yvonne Shaw. Everyone's jaw dropped. They all knew I'd been head over heels for the second daughter, Natalie Shaw, for years. In my past life, I chased Natalie for 10 years before she finally agreed to marry me. That marriage made her the heir to the Shaw family fortune, but 3 years in, she got pregnant with my brother's baby. Our parents lost it. They forced her to get an abortion and shipped my brother off overseas. After that, Natalie hated my guts. Every night, she'd bring home guys who looked like my brother and sleep with them right under my nose. It broke me. I got sick and died a slow, miserable death. When I woke up again, I was back to that night, the night I had to choose. This time, I stepped aside. Let them have each other. What I didn't see coming? Natalie had been reborn too. The Shaw sisters were waiting outside the room. Without a word, they pushed Natalie toward me. Well, Cole, you've been chasing Natalie since we were kids. Guess you finally got what you wanted, huh? Seriously, you're the oldest son of the Franklin family. Do you have to be this desperate? Natalie crossed her arms and smirked at me. So, you've got your eyes on me. I know our parents set this up, but don't get too excited. If your family's offer doesn't meet my standards, I'm not marrying you. Cold, dismissive. Same old Natalie. My love had never meant a thing to her. I looked her dead in the eye. Natalie, you're not the only daughter in this family. That wiped the smug look right off her face. Her sisters exchanged confused glances. See, our families went way back all the way to when this country was founded. They'd made a deal. The next generation would marry to unite both families. Since it didn't happen with our parents, it fell on us. The Shaws even announced that whoever married me would inherit everything. After a pause, Natalie let out a short laugh. Cole, you really think that weak threat's gonna work on me? Her sisters recovered and laughed along with her. Natalie, the family business is gonna be huge with you running things. Just don't forget about us little people, okay? Natalie soaked it all in, grinning like she'd already won. Then she glanced at me like I was nothing. You spent 10 years chasing me. Who else would even want you at this point? Let me be real with you. She waved for her sisters to leave. I'll marry you just so history doesn't repeat itself. But my heart belongs to Matthew. Stay out of our way, and I'll let you have the title of husband. In name only. I stared at her, stunned. In my past life, she'd hidden this so well. She'd never said it out loud like this. Had she been reborn too? Before I could ask, someone walked up to us. Hey Cole, what are you and Natalie doing out here? Matthew Franklin, my brother. He was talking to me, but his eyes were glued to Natalie. Natalie's eyes instantly filled with tears. She spun around and threw herself into his arms. Her voice turned soft and sweet, a tone I'd never heard before. Matthew, what are you doing here? Matthew looked surprised for a second, then held her tighter. He shot me a look and pretended to be embarrassed. Natalie, you're Cole's fiancée. This isn't right. Natalie scoffed. There's nothing wrong with this. If he has a problem with you, he can forget about marrying me. She grabbed Matthew's hand and walked off without looking back. I rubbed Yvonne's photo between my fingers and smirked. Natalie, I was never planning to marry you anyway. The party was winding down. Most guests had left when Natalie and Matthew finally showed up again. Natalie had changed into a high-neck dress. Matthew had faint marks on his neck that told the whole story. The tension between them was so obvious, you could practically smell it. The old me would have lost it, stormed over, made a scene. But I'd seen this play out 100 times in my past life. I was numb to it now. I knocked back my drink and turned to leave. When Natalie saw I didn't care, she frowned. For the first time ever, she called out to me. Cole, what's your problem? I'm your fiancé. Matthew's your brother. You're just gonna leave without saying hi? Where are your manners? Apologize to us right now, or you're not getting your birthday present. She was holding a small ring box. Matthew took it from her and waved it in my face, smirking. Cole, Natalie had this made just for you. She put a lot of thought into it. I looked at the box.